Hi, it's Crystal here, your nature-inspired relationship coach, and today I want to talk to you about the ability to actually trust your own ability to understand your partner. Because when I see couples who come and see me for relationship coaching, very often one or both partners really struggle to understand the other. They struggle to understand each other, but also there seems to be another layer to that. There seems to be a lack of confidence that they're actually able to understand each other, a lack of confidence that they really know how to empathise with each other. And so what I want you to be able to take away from this video is to understand that actually it's entirely possible to build empathy and to build your own understanding of your partner, even when you're feeling like at times you get really confused by them, that you just really don't understand them, and that, you know, certainly on the surface, their demands or their feelings seem really unreasonable to you, and you can find it really hard to get behind what's really going on for them. But as human beings, we have a really amazing capacity to empathise with each other. It's something that's evolved in us as animals, as part of nature. And it's something that's evolved because it actually enables us to work together in society. It ensures our survival, if you like, because if you think about the fact that our morality is based on an ability to be able to empathise with each other, so an ability to put ourselves in somebody else's shoes and to understand the consequences of our actions upon the other person. So it prevents us from doing things that may not be moral or may harm somebody else. And as human beings, as animals, we're designed to collaborate with each other because we actually survive best when we collaborate. So actually empathy has been something that's evolved in us, and it's not just present in humans. And I think lots of us believe or seem to think that empathy is a uniquely human trait, but it's certainly not. I mean, it has been observed in animals too. And if you're a dog owner, I don't even have to explain that to you. You know what happens if you're feeling upset or worried or anxious. Notice the impact it has on your dog, who might come over and sit by you or whine or put its chin on your knee, that kind of thing. So animals have an amazing capacity to empathise as well, particularly domestic animals, probably because they've actually learned to evolve with us. But it's actually been observed in apes as well. And there was an experiment in the 1960s where they got monkeys to press a buzzer, and if they pressed a buzzer, they would get food. But it would also electrocute one of the other monkeys. And when they observed that happening, they just refused to press the buzzer, and actually these monkeys would start starving rather than shock one of their companions. You know, it sounds really unethical and awful to think about that now, but at least we know that monkeys have this amazing ability to empathise, so you can assume that other animals have developed that capacity as well. So to empathise, it means that what you need to do is to start to look beneath the surface of the complaint that your partner has. So you might not understand them, you might find it really hard to see things from their point of view, but if there's a surface issue, something that seems trivial or minor, so it might be something really to you that doesn't seem very important, so it could be something like forgetting to do the washing up or forgetting to post an important letter, and they might seem absolutely incensed or livid or really angry or upset or hurt, or they might become really upset by a throwaway comment that you made. And it's really hard for you to understand why they're overreacting or seeming to overreact to you. So what you need to do is start to learn to be able to look below the surface and at what's really going on. So searching for the grain of truth. So it's not really the surface thing that happened, it's how they feel about it. So is it not that they're just annoyed because they forgot to take the rubbish out, but is it that deep down underneath your partner doesn't feel heard, doesn't feel valued, doesn't feel appreciated, feels unconfident or insecure in the relationship? Your task is to really look beneath the surface and try and understand what's going on for your partner, and actually to have the confidence that you can do that. So one way of thinking about it is putting yourself in your partner's shoes and literally asking yourself, what would I be thinking if I were them? How would I be feeling if I were them? Is there any way I can possibly see the grain of truth in what they're saying and see some validity in what they're saying? Because 9 times out of 10, maybe even more than that, there is a grain of truth and validity in what they're saying. There is some element of truth behind it, so they will have a reason that they feel hurt and angry, even if that reason's to do with them and their feelings and their own conceptions or misconceptions as to what's going on. There's a reason for them feeling the way they feel, and it's trying to understand and put yourself in their place to see how. So the other thing that you can do is to ask them, if you're really not sure and you really can't identify with what it's like for your partner or why they might be feeling a certain way, and it really feels like they're almost speaking another language, then just ask them outright. Just ask them, be curious. What's going on for you under the surface? What are your feelings? Can you tell me more about what that feels like? Why? Why do you feel that way? But ask openly, not in a defensive, critical way, in the way that you're trying to find reasons to invalidate what it is that they're saying, but actually in a curious, open way, so that you can actually learn more about them, and then feed that back to them. So tell them, okay, so if I understand you correctly, you're feeling hurt and you're feeling not listened to when you ask me to take the rubbish out, but actually I don't do it. Is that right? So you're actually being really curious. And that will go a really long way. And even if you really struggle to understand your partner at first, this practice will enable you to be more and more used to asking what's going on for your partner, and then you start to know them better, and then it's much easier for you to empathise with them. So that's what I want to leave you with today. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. Come to my website, which is www.crystalwoodbridge.com. Sign up to my newsletter, where you'll get very regular relationship tips and advice on all sorts of aspects of relationship challenges that come up. I'm your nature-inspired relationship coach, and if there's anything you want me to talk about that I'm not talking about, contact me, come to my website, email me, download my newsletter. I can't wait to see you online. Take care for now. Bye.